So the two people that are eligible for accommodation and flight, they are nurses and people that are doing senior roles, maybe supervisor, senior manager, clinical. Those are the two people that I have jobs for them that is coming with accommodation and flight ticket. Accommodation and flight ticket. Nurses and senior roles, they are coming with accommodation and flight ticket. The rest of you, you are having just accommodation. You sort your flight ticket yourself. So far, welcome back again to another video you guys been expecting. So I'm talking about Qatar family residency. So the thing is, presently the work visa that I have, the work packages that I have for UK care job, 40 million naira dependent. I have for Canada work permit, LMIA, with all your family members, everything inclusive, 20 million naira. And then I have for Poland, that's like for 1,500 euros. And then I have for, which other work permits do I have? Yeah. And then I have for Australia, that one is very expensive. I think, how much? 50 million naira or 12 million naira, I can't remember. But any of these videos I've mentioned, you can see the link in my description box for stay me packages, or just check their playlist and then you see the respective video. So what I'm trying to say is, I have packages for all how will I say it, for economic level, like, you know, all fingers are not equal. So the most expensive is Canada. So if you know say you get money where we say if you chest time, Canada direct work permits, this one is all jobs available as well for all dependents, 20 million naira. If you know that you are like kind of middle class, 40 million naira. UK care home for the certificate of sponsorship, but then you have to pay for your visa and all of that. It's more like high class one too. And third one is Qatar. So Qatar is like for low to medium class, sort of, like it's just there. So this is me saying, if you don't have enough money for UK, for Canada, you can actually consider moving to Qatar at first and then working to save money before actually moving to these countries. Because sometimes if you feel like you will stay in Nigeria till you move to UK, till you move to Canada, you will just be there. You just have to start first, and you can't compare the salary in Nigeria to Qatar. Like I told you guys that I have my recruitment agency there, and I make sure that every job I'll give you will actually come with accommodation. You know that in life, generally, accommodation is to take like 50% of your income. So if 50% of your income, which is accommodation, is sorted, at least the minimum you go feel save them, right? So if you know that you can't afford UK, you can't afford Canada, you can actually try Qatar. And like I told you guys, feel free to make your own personal research about Qatar. Qatar is not the extreme Arab countries most people actually think to be, that okay, you can't dress, you can't put on hijab, you have to put on hijab, you can't live your life. There are a lot of churches in Qatar. I've said so many things. You can go to school, they have English speaking schools in Qatar. They have this what's it called, and then education is free in Qatar for children. Yes, their education is actually free. They have all these American universities, American schools that they speak English. It's not compulsory that your children has to learn Arabic. It's not like maybe other extreme countries like Saudi Arabia. Nobody is making it extreme. So Qatar is like Dubai as well. It's a tourist destination. You will see lot of foreigners there. Lot of foreigners. The Americans, Indians, this thing, lot of foreigners there. It's not a lonely world or anything. So you can just move to Qatar, save up, and then before you move to that advanced country. But then the limitation to it, the two limitation is, like I said, they do not offer permanent residency. No matter how you work, maybe they can do it in future, but for now they do not give permanent residency. And the second one is because it is not so family friendly. Yeah, like I said, you can move with your family, but it's not so family friendly like other one. But then I saw a news that Qatar is actually working on making family friendly visas. Yes, they're actually still working on it, but for now, if you want to move, this is what is achievable. I'll tell you the plain truth. This is what is achievable. So if you want to move to Qatar on work visa, first of all, you can't go with your dependent. It is when you get them before you apply for them. So this is the real truth about everything. Qatar residence visa for family, this is the real truth. And like I used to say, majority of my viewers, 99.999% of my viewers, they are married, they have children. So I always try to look for packages that will actually favor them. But sometimes if I'm waiting for packages that will favor family, nobody go japa, we'll just be looking at each other. Because the ones that can really favor family, they are Canada, they are UK, and they are very expensive. It's not everybody that can afford it. So the thing is, so if you want to try the Qatar, this is the rule. Whether you're a nurse, whether you are going as a skilled worker, whether you're going as semi-skilled, no, I said semi-skilled, this is the rule. As at when I'm making this video, which month we did? May 2023. As at when I'm making this video, this is the rule about Qatar family resident visa. There are 3 conditions if you want to apply to bring your family. So 4 conditions. Number 1, you have to go first. You have to go first of 4. So when you get there, before you now apply for them. So the second condition is you must have been working in that job for the past 6 months. For the past 6 months. So that means if you are not up to 6 months in Qatar, you cannot apply for your family to join you. Then the third one, your salary must be more than 10,000 Qatari. Yes, 10,000 Qatari. That's 10 times 198. That's like almost 2 million naira. Your salary must be more than 2 million naira. And then the fourth condition is that if they have some specific category that can actually come with their family, and it is all these senior rules, senior level jobs like nurses, like supervisor, like administrator, all these senior this thing. So if you are opting for an unskilled job, maybe like driver, like truck driver, you cannot, even if you are any more than 10,000 Qatari, you cannot come with your family. Do you understand that? So there are 2 ways. Firstly, if you know you're just going there, you don't have enough money, the only time you can apply for your family to come is after your 6 months, and you have to be earning more than 10,000 Qatari before you're able to apply, at least above 10,000, and you have to have gotten their own accommodation before you can actually bring your family from Nigeria. So that way, when you bring your family, when you apply, you are applying for residence card. The residence card is not up to $1,000, I feel. Yes, it's not up to $1,000. Yes, and please, this one is on you. $1,000, you bring your family, and then they will start going to school. Your wife can get a job and everything. Then the second way is if you're actually going now with work visa, you can actually apply for work visa for your wife as well, so that both of you will go on work visa, then your children will go on visit visa. But doing this cost estimate is a whole lot of money. If you had everything together, I'm like, if I had everything together, right? Because majority of my viewers, they are family of 5, family of above 5. So if you have everything together, kuku do UK now, kuku do Canada, abi? Yes, because adding together, So we're trying to say jackpot on a budget, but then you're already spending a whole lot of money as well. But then if your wife, but the thing is, you can go on work visa, your wife go on work visa, and then your children will go on tourist visa. But the thing is, if you don't get your residence permit, your children cannot go to school. They can't do anything on tourist visa. So unless you just want to go for with your spouse, then both of you work, then you leave your children in Nigeria, you work when you have enough money, then you come back for them. But then if you're going together, your dependent is on tourist visa, they cannot do anything. And it's not advisable to leave kids for up to 6 months that they are not going to school. They're supposed to actually be in school. Do you understand that? So those are the limitations attached to it. So the only 2 ways, you go alone, maybe as a man, as a woman, anyway that can leave the child, right? You go there, you make sure to also earn more than 10,000 Qatari, apply for your family residency, bring your family all over, then everything is fine. Or you apply, you pay for work visa for both you and the spouse, you leave the children in Nigeria with your mother, with your mother, for them to be going to school. But then if you miss them, maybe like in 6 months, you can always apply for visit visa for them to come and visit you. Then when they visit you, maybe during their holiday, they can even do it weekend, it could be 1 week, and then they will go back. So even if you're going first, as maybe the husband or the wife, you can still apply for your family to come visit you. But you know that one will be money as well. Anyone where you like, or anyone where if you do. Yeah, so the thing is, before you apply for your residence permit, your family cannot stay with you permanently. So when you get your residence permit, and if you don't do it, I hope you understand that. Then people want to ask, how much is the salary involved? Like I said, I have my recruitment agency, and then salary is variable. So the thing is, there is no company that will pay high salary to somebody that does not deserve it. It is not possible. Even you, if now you get company, it is what somebody has to offer that you pay. So if you're opting for a senior role, yeah, I know they pay senior roles well, but you will do interview. I've told you people, you will do interview, but obviously, and of course, I'll tell you the questions to prepare. You will do interview. So it's the way you sound convincing, sound that, okay, this is what I have to offer you. I have so years experience from Nigeria. I'm bringing it to Qatar to help your company. You know, all those kind of interview, and then you negotiate. Imagine somebody offering you 5,000 Qatari and say, excuse you, I have 10 years experience in Nigeria. Okay, no, you go package yourself. That one is left to you and your mouth. So even if you're a senior person in Nigeria and then you get in front of your Qatar employer, you are looking like this, there is nothing I can do. The negotiation is between both of you. It is him that will see that, okay, oh, he has advantage, he has reason for hiring you and paying you such amount of money. So you can easily earn above 10,000 Qatari, depending on your expertise and the value you are bringing to the company. You cannot be a valueless person. For example, for nurses now, I think they earn between 6,000 Qatari or so. So imagine a nurse, a senior nurse in Nigeria. Of course, you will negotiate now. You say, okay, you don't want me. I not be 1 year nurse, so I not be 2 year nurse. I have, you know, that one you go used to negotiate. But then you can't be a beginner and be negotiating for high salary. It is not possible. So they pay. So there is no specific salary that anybody can earn. But then for many jobs, the salary is between 1,600 to maybe 2,000. 1,600 upwards for many jobs for in Qatar. But then if it's all these senior roles, be looking at 5,000, 6,000 Qatari upwards. So it is depending on how you can negotiate yourself, package yourself, whatever you do during the interview and everything. So it is easy for you to get an high-paying job in Qatar, depending on what you can actually offer. Yes, depending on what you can actually offer. So this one is dependent on you. So that's me telling you that if you really want to bring your family, you want them to join you, try your best to at least make efforts so that you can actually earn more than 10,000 Qatari, so they'll be able to apply to actually bring your family. But then if you do not apply, that means you can just stay there, use the money, save it, and then you can apply for the Canada work permit. You know, that way you've worked in Qatar, your Qatar experience will actually count towards your international distance. Then use to jackpot at the long run. So it's either two ways. So you can bring your family around, or you leave them in Nigeria if you know that that will be giving you experience. But like I said, education is actually free for children in Qatar. So your spouse too can be working and all of that. So your spouse can get work visa. You too can get work visa. And like I told you, you're getting work visa according to what is in your CV. I don't do abracadabra. So now waiting there your CV, if you are a banker in Nigeria, you get a banking relating job, maybe accounting, maybe admin, something relating to your field. And like I said, your salary is depending on your negotiating power and how you are able to package yourself and how you are able to, you know, all of those things. Then if you don't have skills, you don't have this, and then you opt for many jobs. But if you're opting for many jobs, forget about coming with your family at the moment. So you have to go first. But then if you miss your family, maybe after 1 month or 2 months, you can do visit visa for them to come and visit you. Then they will go back again. They can do it like that, and they can visit visa for Qatar. The minimum is 1 year. Minimum is 1 year. So they can stay with you 1 year. They can go depending on if you can chest their responsibilities. But just mind you that there is nothing they can do. They can't work on visit visa. Your children cannot go to school on visit visa. It has to be resident permit. It has to be resident permit. I hope you guys understand that, and I'm able to clarify that. So the thing is, if you're doing semi-skilled, unskilled or semi-skilled, your total package is 3.2 million naira. Then if you are high level, this thing, if you're a nurse, accommodation and flights, your money is 2.6. If you're doing semi-skilled or skilled with work visa is 3.2. Then if you're all these advanced levels, senior senior supervisor and everything, your money is 5 million naira, and it comes with accommodation and flight. So the two people that are eligible for accommodation and flight, they are nurses and people that are doing senior roles, maybe supervisor, senior manager, those are the two people that I have jobs for them that is coming with accommodation and flight ticket. Nurses and senior roles, they are coming with accommodation and flight ticket. The rest of you, are having just accommodation. You sort your flight ticket yourself. I hope you are cleared. I hope you understand. So if you know you are interested or you know anybody that is, share them this video. Send me a mail or send me a DM, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So guys, this will be us the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.